zones that are checkered, but we've been set up with a full checkerboard going throughout this stadium. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Commodores will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteers offense will have first crack at this one. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
The give on the option. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. The Volunteers want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Working that left side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the one. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
No bones about it on that third down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Commodores offense will take the field for the first time. formations. Makes the quick grab. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Going over the top. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Volunteer! Great job by the back on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Got a little space. Hard running there. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive.
Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Galloway. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set. First down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After the misfire now on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. To the end zone, and is picked off. Takes it the other way.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just happened. That catch. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The play action fake. That pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rifles it down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Give to the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Vols headed quickly to the line. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The RPO, it's complete. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Morris. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. Touchdown ball! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 4 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Galloway. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the balls are rolling down the field. Oh, they're after him.
And that's a good 2nd down.
He's got it inside the 15. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Tennessee. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Abrams. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Commodores are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The throw. Short completion along the sideline will be enough for the first down. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner will be brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
Well, because this defense has already given up a lot of yards through the air to this quarterback, they're starting to play back. The guys are...
There he goes! And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The give on the inside. Got room in the 35. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. Power football with the run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fears the pressure. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown ball! And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wake Forest. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Van. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Looking for the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Holds it in on the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, better look out. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Pocket breaking down. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. There he goes to the right. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he grabs it at the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Takes a handoff. It's Moncrief. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run the draw. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Vols will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Powers through the defender. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the toss. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
With the run on 1st and goal. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Wake Forest. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Commodores send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. On the run, it's Moncrief. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Okay, ready? 42 Spider. 4-2.
To the ground with the back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the back. He'll set up to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally...
He unleashes a long one. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Volunteers will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback on the keeper. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. They're working that left side. Just excellent coverage nowhere. Oh, and they don't come close to getting it in. The defense, a brick wall. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep in.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Vols have their offense in high gear. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Kicking team's got it.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
He'll pull it on the read. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Past the 50. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Vandy. Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. There he goes. Defense picks it up. He's at the touchdown doors. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. You know what's great about rivalry games?
Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.